Hi guys, I am back and today I'm gonna film a Q&A. I had originally planned to upload a full day of eating, but I didn't really like how it turned out, and I'm a perfectionist, so I'm gonna do something else, and I decided to do a full day of eating. So I asked Instagram and Twitter for questions, and I got I think over 150. So obviously I can't answer them all or else we'd be here forever, but I picked the most frequently asked ones and kind of what I wanted to talk about a little bit too, but mostly stuff that I've been asked a lot and that got repeated. So hopefully I answer a lot of y'all's questions. So number one, multiple people asked, how many/what shows will you be competing in? So right now my plan is to do 2 to 3 competitions this fall, beginning October 10th is my first one, and that is called the Minnesota Northern Star Championships, and that's an NPC show. It's a national qualifier that's somewhat local to me, so that's super convenient, and there are going to be a lot of people from my gym competing in that show. My boyfriend Drew is going to be competing in that show, so it's going to be really fun. And then after that, I am most likely going to travel to other states to do the other 2 shows, and I don't have those picked out yet. It kind of depends how the North Star goes, and then we're going to move on from there. The closest one would be the Badger State Classic in Milwaukee, Wisconsin the next weekend, but I don't know. We'll see. And then number 2, multiple people asked, do I have a coach? Who is my coach, and how/why did I pick him? So yes, I have a coach. For the first time in my life, I've never before had a coach for fitness. I've had volleyball coaches and strength and conditioning coaches, but never someone that I sent update pictures to and someone that did my macros for me. Up until now, I've always done my own off-season workouts and done my own macros. But now I do have a coach. His name is Eric Van Mater. I've already talked about him in my I'm competing vlog, so I go into a little more detail there. But basically I picked him because he is extremely knowledgeable. I like his coaching style for both, science-based nutrition and science-based programming, as well as his emphasis on treating me like an athlete, because I've grown up an athlete my whole life, and I want to keep my athleticism. You know what I mean? I enjoy training like an athlete. I'm good at training like an athlete. So that's why I went with him. Also, Emily and I are his only clients, other than his strength and conditioning kids, but we're his only competition prep clients, so he can give us lots of attention. Number 3, multiple people asked, what is your current workout split and how do your macros change with it? Do I carb cycle? So my current workout split, I will pull it up. I'm just finishing week 3 of my program, and so right now I am deadlifting 2 times a week and squatting 3 times a week, doing squat variations. So one of them is a front squat, one of them is heavier, and one is a speed squat. And then an Olympic lift, accessory day too. So I'm lifting 6 days a week. 5 out of 6 of those days I'm squatting or deadlifting. And my really heavy days are deadlifts. And then I do accessory stuff. So a couple times is shoulders, once is back, one is core, one is more leg accessory, athletic stuff. And then I'm also doing cardio. As of now is 3 days of intervals on a spin bike. And then as of next week, I'll have 2 more conditioning sessions added in. I like conditioning because I don't like it, but I would rather condition than cut my calories because I like doing athletic things, and B, I really like food. So my cardio is not like run for an hour. It's either like intervals hit on the spin bike, or it's like functional, burpees, like med ball thrusters, that kind of stuff. So I like it. Let's see what else. Oh, and then about like my macros. I haven't started carb cycling yet, but he plans to implement that starting like next week or so. So as of this Saturday, I'm 15 weeks out, and we're trying to be kind of aggressive right now. Just so I'd rather be ahead of schedule than have to play catch up later. So we're being kind of aggressive right now and seeing how my body responds, and then we will, adjust accordingly. But as of right now, my macros are fairly high fat and then moderate carb and protein. What else? Next question. Number 4, Christy Linfit asked, if you do, what foods do you start cutting during prep, and at what point? Like, do you stop using Walden Farms or cut out butter? I don't cut out any foods at all. That's the beauty of flexible dieting and science, is that you can fill your macros with whatever you choose within reason, as long as you're hitting your fiber and micronutrient goals, which I wouldn't be able to eat junk all day and still hit those goals. So there are limitations, obviously, but there's nothing that I can't have. If I really want, let's say, like a donut right now, like I could eat a donut if I wanted to, but it would take up a big chunk of my carbs for the day, not leaving me very satisfied, and it would be a lot harder to hit like my fiber and my micronutrients. So being a practical person, I haven't had a donut in a while. And obviously once I get deeper in my cut, it's going to be really hard to fit in like fun foods, Oreos and cookies and ice cream and stuff. So it'll become more of a like creatively solving my cravings kind of thing. But yeah, I don't cut out anything. The only way that I cut stuff out is if I decide it's not worth spending my macros on. But I am 100% a proponent of moderation, not deprivation. So nothing gets cut out. Okay, number 5, multiple people asked, how did you switch from being a strict or obsessive clean eater to being a flexible dieter, and how do you deal with overcoming food guilt? And I am going to make a separate vlog all about that because I have a lot to say about it. It is true that I used to be a very like obsessive, I used to be the stereotypical clean eater. So I will do a vlog about that sometime soon, but I'm gonna talk for a while on that, so I'm not gonna do that during Q&A. Number 6, Emily G_fit asks, what are you looking forward to most about starting your competition career? So first and foremost, I'm doing it for like personal growth and like challenging myself. But I'm definitely looking forward to obviously seeing what I look like, because I've been kind of working towards this for a couple years now, and it's almost like I'm unwrapping a present that I'm like giving myself and have worked for. So I'm really excited about that part. I feel like my accent just came out a lot. I'm really excited about that. And then also I'm really excited to like meet people and just like network, and that'll be really fun. It's all going to be like a very new experience, so hopefully everyone's nice to me, because I'm going to be the person backstage. It's like, I don't know what I'm doing, someone help me. But yeah. Number 7, Tara_Michelle Ann asked, do you plan out your meals for the day beforehand, or do you add up your macros as you go? And then did you do this when you first started? So right now, since it's like more important for me to hit my macros dead on, usually I will like have my first couple meals, like whatever I'm feeling like for the day, and then after that I will plan out the remainder of my day just to make sure that I can tweak, like make the small tweaks and make sure that I'm hitting my macros. But then like during the off season or before I started prep, I would be a little more like lenient and just kind of eat what I wanted throughout the day. I mean, obviously within common sense, but then my last meal I would just like get as close as possible. But now I plan ahead of time and I repeat a lot of meals. Like if I know that a breakfast that tastes good and has good macros like satisfies me or whatever, then I'll eat that multiple days, and that's just easier. Number 8, Amber Big Mama Meg, hey Amber, asked death row last meal, and I would want an unlimited buffet because I don't like that question. It makes me anxious because I love all foods. Number 9, Holly Dirks asked, what was something you had to learn to accept about your body? The biggest thing that has been an insecurity for me and still kind of is my legs. Like I've always had more like muscular legs, which is now like I see it as a good thing, but growing up I really hated it, and my legs were always bigger than everyone else's. And it's not necessarily that my legs are like bad looking. Like I've gotten a lot of compliments on them over the years and like in volleyball and stuff, but I just never liked them because they were different from everyone else's, and they also like tend to carry kind of a lot of fat. So I mean, not a lot, but you know what I mean. So that's definitely something that I've had to like learn to love about myself, and I've do a lot more than I used to. Some days I still am like insecure about them, and I like never really wear shorts or anything, especially now at the end of my reverse diet. But that's it's like my trouble area, I guess, or what I'm insecure about. But I'm learning to love them and appreciate them for, you know, what they're capable of rather than what they look like, and that has helped me learn to love them a lot more. Number 10, multiple people asked, how did I grow my booty? And in my notes I have, this is an opportunity to rant about butt implants. But basically I just lift heavy and eat a lot of food and be patient, and that's how I do it. I can make a separate vlog about like my favorite exercises and stuff at some point, but really it's just finding exercises that really hit your glutes really well and doing them a lot, doing them frequently, and feeding your muscles. Number 1 resource that I've used is Brett Contreras. He has a website. I will link it in the description for you guys, but I have his books. I have read like all of his articles and stuff, so really I've done a lot of research and implemented it. 11, Cook Eat Lift asked, what's a current goal you have and what are you doing right now to get closer to it? Current goal I have is let's see, I've reached a lot of goals recently, so I'm trying to think of what my next step is. I'd say my current goal is to maintain my mental and physical strength as like throughout my prep. So don't let my strength decrease, like stay mentally tough in the gym as my calories decrease and as I get like more fatigued. And then also just stay tough mentally, hit my macros, remember why I'm doing this, that kind of thing. So like my short-term goal right now is to have a successful prep and like end it being proud of myself. Unrelated to fitness, my longest term goal is to graduate from college a semester early, and I'm hoping to do that by taking a couple extra classes. Okay, sorry, my camera died and I had to charge it real quick, but the sun's setting, so I have to hurry. But next question is, multiple people asked, how do you stick to your macros when you're craving something or hungry at night? Well, when I wasn't in prep, sometimes I would go over my macros, not very often. Sometimes I would take macros from the next day and use them. But now that I'm in prep, I simply don't go over my macros. Once I finish my macros, I'm done, and that's that. Like, that's just how I'm programmed, you know? I don't know, obviously I crave stuff, but I just make some tea and suck it up. Number 13, Mandy K003 said, what is your favorite activity/hobby outside of fitness and food? And she said, it seems like that's all I post about because those are my favorite activities and hobbies. I'm really passionate about fitness and food, so that's kind of like what I do in my free time. But I mean, I also do regular people things like go shopping, go to the movies, go to dinner with my friends, hang out with them. I am in college, so I will occasionally go out, to parties or bars or whatever. Obviously, I'm not going to drink alcohol when I'm in prep, and I'm also under 21, so that's that. Number 14, multiple people asked the story of my boyfriend Drew and I, how we met, how long we've been dating, blah, blah, blah. So basically, if you've been following me on Instagram for like more than 2 years, you would know that we've actually dated before. We met when I was in high school and he was in college. He's 3 years older than me. We actually went to the same high school, but like didn't talk when we were in high school at all because I was like the little freshman and he was like the hot older football player that I just like thought was cute and like figured he didn't know I existed. And then when I was going into my senior year of high school, I believe, my senior year of high school, we like met through mutual friends and kind of like hit it off, and then we dated for like over a year and a half, and then it just wasn't the right time for us, and we were both like kind of transitioning in life. Like I was going to college and he was graduating college, and it was just like it just wasn't the right time. So we actually broke up and didn't really talk or anything for almost like a year and a half again, and really like grew as people separately, which is exactly what we needed. And then we ran into each other at a bodybuilding show and kind of started talking again, and then we were like, okay, yeah, we're dating, we're back together, this is awesome. And we're better than ever, and really happy that I was really scared to like start dating him again, but I'm really glad that we're back together. And it's kind of like a new relationship. Like I don't really think of it as like back together because we're like different people now in the best way. Number 15, my camera's dying again. Megmo7 asked, favorite moment of the year and what are you looking forward to? My favorite moment of the year is not like a single moment, but it's kind of just how I've like come into myself this year. And I'm feeling very like optimistic and capable about my future. So that's kind of the moment of like inner peace and like optimism and like badassery that I feel. And then what are you looking forward to? I'm looking forward to competing. I'm looking forward to going home next week. I'm looking forward to lots of different things. Like I said, I think the future is going to be awesome and I'm excited for it. Number 16, Marilyn Vatican asked, favorite part about having a big platform you can speak from, such as YouTube and Instagram. My favorite part is like getting messages and comments and like emails from people saying that I've like positively impacted them in some way. I never set out to be like a role model or a Fitspo or anything. I'm just like a normal girl who has like big aspirations, and the fact that people appreciate that and like find inspiration and motivation from that is absolutely awesome and really humbling. And just like hearing that I made a difference in people's lives, even if it's just in a small way, means a lot to me. So that's like my favorite part about it. And obviously I've gotten a lot of good opportunities from it as well, like my sponsorship, my internship, and working with different companies and stuff. So lots of good things. Number 17, Fit and Healthy Sarah asked, if you are a newbie lifter, is it better to start out with a reverse diet in order to put on a good muscular base before beginning a cut? If you are aiming to look toned, aka like having some muscle, then yes, absolutely. If you don't have any muscle to begin with and you try to diet, like there's going to be nothing there. And I kind of made that mistake like when I first started out, and I just ended up getting really skinny and not like a good, not really what I wanted. I kept thinking if I just kept losing body fat that like eventually my muscles would show, but like there weren't any muscles. So yes, absolutely, I would take time to either stay on maintenance calories or slowly increase them so you can build muscle. If you stay on maintenance calories, you can really slowly gain muscle and like recomposition your body, but I would recommend doing a slow reverse diet and building muscle before you cut. And my camera died again, but it's plugged into the outlet now. So I'm just gonna wrap this video up. That was thankfully the last question. Actually, there's one more question asking me what my spirit animal would be. And it would be a combination of like a cat and a sloth and something that can eat a lot. And I don't even, like, I'm just so many things. I don't even know what to tell you. A bear, sloth, cat, whale. Bald eagle. But thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please give this video a like. It really helps my channel grow. And also subscribe if you haven't already. Really excited to continue sharing my prep with you guys, and I will be putting up another video soon, so stay tuned. I love you all lots and lots, and thank you if you asked me questions. I'll do another Q&A soon, and I will do the vlog about my transition from like clean eating to flexible dieting soon too. So thank you, love you lots. Mwah. Have an awesome weekend. Bye.